For A2 Media Studies, we had to plan, construct, shoot and edit together a music video for a royalty-free track. In the planning stage of the project, we researched the typical conventions of music videos. Andrew Goodwin's book, Dancing in the Distraction Factory, was a useful starting point. The key elements of a typical music video are: there is a relationship between the lyrics and visuals, there is a relationship between the music and the visuals, there will be the development of a star image or brand identity, and there is likely to be intertextual references. For my video, I decided to use, develop and challenge some of these elements. One way I used typical conventions of music videos was by ensuring it suited the tone of the song. There is a definitive structure and tempo to the song which allows interpretation regarding the colour scheme, editing and shot composition. I made a conscious decision to express and interpret the song through the editing and cutting to the beat of the song, which is itself using typical conventions of music videos. However, I then tried to challenge typical conventions by deciding not to incorporate a narrative, and instead using footage obtained in one shoot. The song can then be expressed through editing techniques such as changing the speed of the footage, altering the hue and horizontally flipping the images, all for dramatic effect. The song I used feels quite minimalist, and this compelled me to watch similar music videos. The one which inspired me the most was the video to Ellie Goulding's version of Your Song. However, I didn't want to simply lift ideas from that video and place them in mine. Rather, I decided to develop upon her video by challenging typical conventions, one of which states that there will be lip-syncing or imitation of instrument playing in time with the music at some point in the video. I decided not to do this, despite planning to have shots of the actress playing the piano, because I wanted to maintain a sense of atmosphere with the location of the shot, and ensure that the level of verisimilitude isn't reduced by sharply changing shot from an outdoors environment to an inside environment. For similar reasons, I decided not to have any choreographed dance routines. Having no choreographed dance routines isn't typical of music videos, as stated by Joe Gow in his book, Music Video as Communication, Popular Formulas and Emerging Genres, which would suggest I had challenged conventions of real media products. Your Song also has shots with Ellie Goulding looking and singing into the camera, and showing that she is aware of the presence of the camera and the fact that she is being recorded. However, I wanted to have my videos introspective, with no reference to the filming taking place, with an element of voyeurism in my video which isn't present in the Ellie Goulding video. This is further supported by Laura Mulvey in her paper titled Visual Pleasures and Narrative Cinema, where she states that the character is an unknowing and unwilling victim. Nevertheless, I was inspired by the clothing used in the Ellie Goulding video, with the use of contemporary clothing such as jumpers and natural colours, as stated in my clothing mood board, and therefore this complies with the typical convention of the presence of intertextual references. I decided to shoot my video at the start of November due to the favourable lighting conditions, and to develop a similar feel to the Your Song video. I created an introduction to the song for the video, which has been commonly used by recent music videos such as in We Found Love by Rihanna and Marry the Night by Lady Gaga. However, I didn't want any spoken narrative in the video, and for the introduction to create a sense of atmosphere which is open to the interpretation of the viewer, and in this way I developed upon typical conventions of music videos. I then decided to use the same font on the text at the introduction and the credits. This complied with the digipack and advert and helps to create a sense of brand identity, which itself is an example of using real media products. However, I then tried to challenge typical conventions by making this font large and at the centre of the screen, which isn't typical convention in television, where the text is usually at the side of the screen. During the planning stage of my project, I made a very conscious decision to create a strong sense of brand identity, and the best way to achieve this was by using the same font throughout, shooting the video and images at the same location, and keeping the atmosphere and theme of each shot similar. This creates a stylistic link between the different elements of the project, and helps the audience connect with the message of the project and encourage alternative interpretations of the artwork and video. This can also be seen in real digipacks and music videos, for example The Frame Monster by Lady Gaga, released in 2009. The music video itself is unlikely to make much money, meaning that references to the digipack, which is more likely to make money, are vital, hence using the same font and images taken at the same location across the project. I decided to use a golden colour for the font in this shot because I feel it went well with the warm lighting and atmosphere, and connotates sophistication alongside the serif font. In my first advert poster, I changed the font and colouring to try and suit the vision I had for the piece. However, in retrospect, this clashes with the identity I'd created with the digipack and booklet design, so I decided to create a new poster using a screen grab from my music video. The results from my survey show that nearly everybody, 83.3% of people, feel that there was a strong connection between the digipack, advert posters and the music video, which shows that I was successful in achieving a strong sense of brand identity. Physical sales of music have been gradually declining in the last decade, and combined with the subsequent decline of stores such as HMV and Zavvi, means that the digipack will have to be a special item with unique selling points, such as exclusive merchandise or artwork, and for this reason I decided to include a photography book and a 1GB USB stick containing more artwork and exclusive content in the digipack, which is reminiscent of similar products, again by Lady Gaga. The digipack is likely to be for hardcore fans of the artist, which means a higher selling price, but subsequently a higher quality and quantity of work will be needed. I've also decided to mock up an Amazon page selling the product to show how it can be advertised on such websites, since such hybrid music outlets are likely to sell a high quantity of the product. As part of my evaluation, I decided to create a survey to garner audience feedback. The results showed overall favourable reviews of my project, with over 90% of people feeling that the style of the video suits the music, and 100% of people feeling that the clothing used suits the tone and aesthetics of the video. The majority of people felt that the video performs its role effectively, with some people suggesting that video could benefit from having shots without the actress in, or from not revealing the actress's face at any point throughout the video. However, I made a conscious decision not to do this because I wanted there to be a connection between the viewer and the actress, and for there to not be an implied narrative which encourages the audience to make their own interpretations of the video. All of the people surveyed felt that the clothing suited the video, and I'm pleased that the clothing complies with my clothing mood board created before the production of the video. The majority of people felt that there had been little risk taken with the shots used. However, I'm not concerned about this because of the nature of the video. I wanted to challenge myself and collect a pool of footage and then piece this together to form a cohesive music video. And this meant mostly using short clips of footage as opposed to lengthy choreographed scenes. 83% of people felt that there was a link between the video and the digipack and advert poster, with one person specifying that they liked how the digipack and poster linked to the location of the video. This I am particularly pleased about because I wanted the overall project to create a brand identity and for the location, shot composition and editing to be the main focus of the video. Overall, people were very favourable towards the project, complimenting the intertextual links, the aesthetics, shot composition and the interpretations a lack of narrative suggests. The final edit currently stands at over 80 views on YouTube, and feedback has also been gained on social networking sites such as Facebook. Media technology has been used prominently throughout my project. As part of my planning for the project, I decided to conduct background research into the common features of music videos. This entailed using websites such as YouTube and Vivo to find videos I'd previously watched, but also watching music videos on television, notably MTV hits. It was here that I first saw the video to the Natalia Kill song Free, which would later go on to form a major part of my analysis. I also used websites such as MTV, Wikipedia and BBC Radio 1 to find popular songs and their respective music videos, and videos which I found on these websites have inspired my video, including the Ellie Goulding video To Your Song and Cheryl Cole Promise This. I used the website Issue to upload the presentations I created from my music video director case study and music video analysis. Using PowerPoint for these tasks was beneficial because it allowed me to convert my answers from essays into a more visual format, inserting screenshots and annotations to further prove the points I was making. Next, I started using Adobe Premiere Pro CS3 in my preliminary tasks, such as the animation task and the summer music video project, and also to combine all of my test footage, capture my footage off of the HD tape, construct the music video and create the evaluation. Premiere Pro was easy to use, and effects such as horizontal flip and the three-way colour corrector were swiftly found and placed into the relevant clips in my music video. Another benefit of using Adobe Premiere Pro is the fact that images created or edited in Adobe Photoshop can easily be transferred into my music video. This meant that images or text I'd created in Photoshop for my digipack and advert posters could be directly placed in my music video, as seen here. I also used Adobe Soundbooth CS3 to edit a short section of audio I'd captured while shooting my music video. For the introduction, I wanted the sound of wind blowing past to create a foreboding and moody atmosphere. However, the audio footage I wanted to use originally had distortion and crackles intermittently, so hence I used Soundbooth to edit and remove the unwanted sound and raise the volume of the desired sound. Once again, this was easy to insert back into Premiere Pro with no side effects or problems encountered. I also used Adobe Reader to create and fill out my treatment sheet, and also to create and print off my storyboard outline. I used a Sony Handycam to shoot my test footage, and then a Sony A1 camera to shoot the footage from my music video. I used the website Jamendo to find the royalty-free track I wanted to use, and also to find the contact details, biography and other released materials by the artist whose track I was using. I then researched the artist on Facebook, where I also posted the different cuts of my music video as they were uploaded to YouTube to gain user feedback. As part of my audience feedback, I used the website SurveyMonkey to create a survey, and then used Facebook to advertise the survey, finished music video, and my blog containing the digipack and advert posters. This is an example of participatory culture, and valuable feedback was gained through comments posted on Facebook and in the survey. I used my blog outside of class to upload my digipack production presentation, and I also used my Samsung Galaxy S1 phone to access my blog and mood boards on the day of the shoot to ensure the footage I was capturing suited my desired tone and colour scheme.